Hey guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl, and today we're going to be talking about my Galaxyathon TBR. So we are less than a week away until Galaxyathon begins, which is my space-themed readathon. So this readathon is all focused on books that are either set in space or about space, something to do with the galaxies and the universe. I will link the announcement video down below in the description as well as up in the cards, as well as any other recommendation videos and things that I have in case you haven't seen them already. Galaxyathon is going to be running Monday, March 11th through Sunday, March 24th. So a full 2 weeks. I am so excited to go to space with you all. We have 5 reading challenges, and that is what I'm going to be talking about for my TBR. I have a much bigger TBR planned than the books that I'm going to talk about, but these are the main ones that I want to get to specifically for the reading challenges. Alright, so challenge number 1 is set in the future. Now, almost any book that is set in space will work for this category, but I specifically chose 6 Wakes by Mur Lafferty. This is one I really wanted to get to last year. So this, I believe, is YA, and it is a murder mystery set in space. We have 6 crew, 1 ship, and 1 killer. We have a lone ship and a murdered crew and a clone who must find her own killer before they strike again. There might be some kind of a countdown in here. There might be back and forth between time. I'm not sure, but we've got 6 people. It's giving me kind of a and then there were none Agatha Christie vibe, but in space. I don't think it's going to be scary or horror-esque. Probably leaning more towards thriller and fast-paced. I've heard that the audio in particular is very good. I'm very excited to get to this one. It's a standalone as well, which we love. The next reading challenge is Planet on the Cover. For that one, I am choosing Crown Chasers. We have like a tiny little planet over here. This one will also work for the next prompt, which is Space Royalty. So in this one, we have Alyssa Farshot, and she has spent her whole life trying to outrun her family legacy. Her mother sacrificed everything to bring peace to the galaxy, and her uncle has successfully ruled as an emperor for decades. The last thing Alyssa wants is to follow in their footsteps as the next in line for the throne. Why would she choose to be trapped in the palace when she could have wild adventures exploring 1,001 planets in her own ship? But when Alyssa's uncle becomes gravely ill, his dying wish surprises everyone. Instead of naming her as the successor, he calls for a crown chase, the first in 7 centuries. Representatives from each of the prime families, including Alyssa, are thrown into a race to find the royal seal, which has become hidden somewhere in the empire. The first to find the seal wins the throne. So we have like a little bit of a treasure hunt game in here, which is also very fun. I believe this is part of a duology, and it is also young adult. Next, we have Space Royalty. For that one, I am choosing Beyond the Red by Ava J. So this one will also work for Planet on the Cover as well. So in this one, we're following alien queen Cora, and she has a problem as vast as the endless Crimson Desert. She's the first female ruler of her territory in generations, but her people are rioting and call for her violent younger twin brother to take the throne. Despite assassination attempts, a mounting uprising of nomadic human rebels, and pressure to find a mate to help her govern, she is determined to protect her people from her brother's would-be tyrannical rule. I like that we're following like an alien queen in here instead of a human main character. Again, another duology or trilogy, and again, young adult. Next is Stars in the Title, and I have 2 for this one. So we have Starflight by Melissa Landers, and in this one we're following Celera Brooks. She needs a fresh start someplace where nobody cares about the engine grease beneath her fingernails or the felony tattoos across her knuckle. The Outer Realms may be lawless, but it's not like the law has ever been on her side. Off-world travel doesn't come cheap, and Celera is left with no choice but to indenture herself in exchange for passage to the Outer Realm. She just wishes it could have been to anyone besides Doran Spalding, the rich pretty boy quarterback who made her life miserable in school. The tables suddenly turn when Dora is framed for a conspiracy on Earth, and Celera cons him into playing the role of her servant on board the Banshee, a ship named by an eccentric crew with their own secrets. Given the price on both Doran and Celera's heads, it may just be the safest place in the universe. We're gonna have a fun, snarky romance in here. Again, a part of a duology or a trilogy, and also young adult. I love a ragtag team on a spaceship, and we've also got like a space mechanic, which I tend to like as well, so sounds like it'll be great. Another option I have is Hunt the Stars by Jessie Mahalik. This is the beautiful bookish box edition that my friend sent me. It has beautiful sprayed edges. I'm just so enamored with it. Another YA read. This one might be a standalone, but I'm not sure. So we have Octavia Zarola, and she would do anything to keep her tiny, close-knit bounty hunting crew together, even if it means accepting a job from Torrin Fletcher, a ruthless former general and her bitter adversary. When Torrin offers her enough credits to not only keep her crew afloat, but also hire someone to fix her ship, Tavia knows that she can't refuse him no matter how much she'd like to. So again, sounds like another snarky romance. I feel like this one's going to lean in toward the romance a little bit more, and we'll have like a ragtag bounty hunting crew on a ship, so sounds fabulous. The last reading challenge is Space Novella. So anything under about 150 pages or so, or under 5 hours on audio. I have two options. I'm cheating a little bit with the first one because it's 175. This is How I Sold Johnny Depp's Alien Girlfriend. I think this is a young adult novella, so David Gershwin's summer is about to take a turn for the weird. Life with his psychologist dad and the nutty teenagers who come to stay with them has never been normal. But the latest patient takes nutty to the extreme. Zelda is rude, violent, seriously cuckoo, and seriously hot. When she tells him she's 325 years old, from outer space, and on a quest to find a guy to take her back to her planet, he knows he should call the men with the butterfly nets and tranquilizer gun, especially when she tells him that the one she is looking for is Johnny Depp. So this just sounds like wild and fun, like it's going to be kind of like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I also chose Bad Astronauts by Grady Hendrix. Grady Hendrix is really known for horror novels, but I believe this one is just sci-fi and not horror-esque. So this is a short novella. It's only a 4-hour audio, and basically we have a man that has been sent to space. He's in the International Space Station, and there aren't really any astronauts left. The funding has gone down, and they just plan on leaving him there. So people are trying to kind of forget about him, and then his cousin back on Earth lives on like a farm filled with broken cars, and he kind of failed for his like astronaut training, and he decides to build a rocket in the backyard of this farm to go and rescue his cousin. So it sounds really, really fun, and I'm excited to try it out. So those are all of my choices for the reading challenges. Like I said, I have a lot more in my mind that I want to get to, but these are like the main ones that I want to focus on. Link all the other Galaxyathon recommendation videos and vlogs and everything that are already out down below in the description, so be sure and check it out if you need some last minute additions to your TBR. Be sure and check out the full description because I have a link for a Galaxyathon playlist that has different space music. I have some ambiance that you can use while you're reading. I've got some graphics that you can use for your Instagram posts and stories, and there's just a lot of good stuff in there, so make sure to check it out. Be sure and follow me on Instagram at TheBrightSideGirl, as well as we were doing all the photo challenges on Instagram. There will also be a really cool giveaway, and I'll be posting every day in my stories everybody's photo challenges, things that I'm doing, things that I'm reading. Overall, just having like a really good time. We'll be vlogging every day as well, so there'll be vlogs coming out closer to the end of the readathon. I'll be doing lots of fun activities and just having a spacey good time. Let me know if any of these books sound good to you, and if you plan on adding them to your TBR. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time on The Bright Side.